Yo,
And welcome everybody to another episode of the Pressure Podcast, live from our studio here in Orlando, Florida, during a hurricane. But we still got service, we still got electricity, we still got sound, and we still got us. So welcome everybody. It's your boy King Cole.
LeBron.
Appreciate y'all. Every Monday, every Thursday, and every Saturday at midnight. Tomorrow we're gonna do it at Friday midnight, just because my boy here is going to the Eagles Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, so he won't be in town. So
Go Birds, go Birds.
do that. So let's get started. Let's see. Let's say what do you think about what you saw from the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants?
Thought the game was atrocious. It was just bad to watch. It was no discipline from either team. But that was expected from the Giants. I was expecting the Dallas to be a lot more cleaner, but they weren't. They got away with the win, 20-15, but a lot to be desired. 11 penalties to the Giants 4. Like, you would think, you're in desperation, you're trying to get a win, and like, put your name out there, make it look like a solid win. You do better than that. Then rushing the ball again, can't rush the ball. They rushed for 80 yards, but Rico Dowdle had 11 carries for 46 yards. Zeke Elliott is non-factor, not 5 carries for 9 yards, and they even had CD out there have 3 carries. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what direction they're trying to go in with that. As far as time of possession, the Giants had that total yards. Daniel Jones pretty much outplayed Dak except for the scoreboard. He didn't score any touchdowns. So as I said, I feel like he outplayed him, but numbers don't lie. He won the game. Congratulations to Dak. You barely scraped through.
The thing is, though, I was trying to tell you, is that it's Down syndrome, bro. I don't care how good they're playing. I don't care how good he's passing. It's still Down syndrome. I call Daniel Jones Down syndrome Jones for those who don't know, because the man is just absolutely ass.
But again, I think it was solid. Like, again, 16 first downs to 14. I mean, pretty much the same. But the third down efficiency, 5 of 16 to 3 of 10. Neither one of them were really good, but the Giants won that too. And then in the fourth down efficiency as well, 3 of 4 to Dallas. They only had 1, so I guess that was a good thing. But total plays, they saw more. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it comes down to quarterback play, and he's the better quarterback.
Yes.
I will admit that. I will say that. As far as, he got them into the end zone. It wasn't like Daniel Jones who, again, Malik Neighbors, 12 receptions, 115 yards to CD Lamb's 98 yards, seven catches. So pretty much outplayed them as far as the overall yards, but again, numbers don't lie. In 20-15, scrape by. Okay.
I mean, it's a division game. They usually play tough, They usually do play tough, but
They usually kill the Giants, though. That's why I'm like, I expected either a blowout or a close game like it was. But I thought if it was a close game that the Giants were going to pull it out. Just for some reason, I don't know.
The Cowboys are not at full strength right now, so and they're not playing as best as they could. So I kind of knew that was going to be a blowout. But
Wait, who they missing?
No, it's not that they're missing key people. Until today, I saw that Parsons and the Marcus Lawrence got hurt, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is that they're just something's missing in their repertoire, something that they're not.
A running back.
I think it's more than a running back, but the thing is,
But they definitely need somebody who could run the ball a lot more efficiently than these guys have been running.
But that's why I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. But I knew that the New York Giants were going to lose at home. I even said everybody bet the spread against the Cowboys because they're not going to win by 6 points. They won by 5, and I told our boys in the league chat to bet Aubrey to score over one field goal, which he did, and he actually missed one, so still worked. But nah, Daniel Jones' ass. He's Down syndrome. That's why I never really give him much respect.
Yeah, he had a chance to make the throws. I mean, he just again never puts him on the money, especially when it counts the most. What I noticed as well, he's not really good on first and second down. So he gets himself
Not really
into
good.
like yeah, but I'm just saying from what I saw, from what I analyzed, he's not really good on first and second down, so he's already into trouble. Most of the time when he's on third down, it's already third and 14 or third and 12, third and 11, and those just aren't good to be in. You don't want to be in those. Those are longs. Those are third and longs. You don't third and longs, second and longs. You don't want to be in that. You just don't want to be in that. So that was another thing I noticed as well.
Yeah, but I didn't get to watch the game because I was at work, but I saw some of the highlights, and then I got to watch the last of the fourth quarter where the Cowboys kicked the field goal, give it back to them. The Giants, I think they did two third down conversions and then one on fourth down. But then at the end of the game, he passed one to Malik Neighbors, who almost caught it, but it bounced off the ground.
I saw that.
And he got hurt. He got a concussion. So they did the best they could, but that's the best they could. And I think the Giants are not going anywhere. I think they're going to look for the quarterback very soon. Down syndrome is on the way out of the NFL. He's not even a backup to me. He's literally not.
Okay, moving on.
But I think the Cowboys, hopefully they found something that they can work with. But when it comes to the stronger teams, they're not going to let them run because they didn't let fucking Singletary run at all, like at all. But I guess the game plan was let Down syndrome beat you, and he ain't gonna do that. He's just not gonna do that. So, and then what hot takes have you heard thus far this week? What is something that you completely disagree on? Something you completely agree on that you've heard? I heard you say something about
Nick.
Jerry Jones. Say
Oh,
something,
yes.
that he was delusional.
I say I don't say Jerry's delusional. I say Stephen A. Smith's delusional because he said something about that he has the blueprint to make them better. But dude, you're a sports analyst. I know you want to get up there and try to make your chest look big and stuff, but you don't know any better. You don't know no better. Jerry, I feel like has put that team in the best position he can. He tried to get people on that team. He did go when you guys needed a linebacker. He went and got a linebacker. I will say there is certain things that he didn't do right, but name a GM that does everything perfectly. There's not one. There's not one. I don't care how good they are. They all make mistakes, and it's not that he hasn't put you in a position to win. It's just that your players haven't put themselves in position to win. So don't blame it on the coach, and you can blame it a little bit on the coach, but blame it more on the coach and the players than you do on the GM. I just don't agree with the Jerry Jones take.
Well, I think I heard a snippet of what Jerry Jones said, and he's saying that he's happy and satisfied with the way things are going thus far, but he's not satisfied as far as the results of the team performances, and I agree with him on there. But yeah, I heard that a lot of people say that Jerry Jones should be embarrassed, and I don't think he should be embarrassed because he's put up a very good football team. They said I think eight all pros or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he said including the kicker and the punter. But I'm like, bro, they're still all pros. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I think they did the best they could to address that in the draft. The only thing that's the glaring weakness right now is the running back. Donald ain't really picking up where Pollard left off, and Zeke, we already knew Zeke was at the end of his last legs. I mean, Zeke ain't anymore. Just call it.
And I will say again, like I said, if I have to critique something that he didn't do, one thing was you didn't get Girth at the defensive tackle. You went with Smith because you got him last year. You wanted to give him a chance. I'm talking about Mozzie Smith, and he's good. He's got potential, but he's still young, and I feel like a veteran voice would have helped him as a defensive tackle. And then your running back situation going against Zeke, that's a terrible move. That's a terrible miss. Like, yeah, he did good. He did good for New England, but it's New England. New England didn't do shit last year, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying, he went over there, set the world on fire, and you got him after, he he lit himself on fire again. No, it's not like that. He is who he is today, where he was last year, but just not in the same situation, I guess you can say.
Well, if they could just shut out the West Coast offense, you don't have to run the ball.
I don't know if you want Dak throwing 40 times.
You don't have to throw 40 times. You can be very efficient just with a lot of
Screens and misdirections.
misdirections, mostly some screens. You don't have to do too many, but a lot of short passes, short quick passes that are perfectly timed. That way you get a lot of yardage after the catch. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that, and as you open the passing game, the running game opens. But they got to do something because they're not going to win a lot of games with 100. With like
I'll say this. I'll say this, and this is not to knock Dallas. Any other quarterback in that division would have beat the Dallas Cowboys tonight. So something has to give. You guys have to figure something out, or just call it a loss for the season, because I don't see it.
You don't think that the defense looked better this year? Today?
I think they look better, but I think, again, like you said, yeah, you're going against a quarterback who just don't got it.
Who has Down syndrome? He's got it. He's got Down syndrome. That's what it is.
Just don't got it. And
did you like anything from the Giants?
yeah,
Going forward?
Malik Neighbors. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's all I can say. I can't. I like their defensive ends. I definitely like their defensive ends. Thibodeau. Those are two bookends that you got in Burns. I love that. You got this guy in the middle. Defensive tackle. I forget his name. I'm drawing a blank. No. He's Pro Bowler. That'll be a Pro Bowler. But add more girth there, I'd say, and so that you can stop the run even better. But it's a work in progress. I like the defense. Defense looks a lot better
Gotcha.
than their offense.
Yes.
But again, you're going against Dallas, and I'm just not big on Dallas right now. They're light work.
Yeah, I'm not too big on Dallas either right now, but they still got a good roster. I just gotta see if they're still stuck in preseason mode, if this is what we're gonna see from now on, or they just need to make a trade or two.
Basically, this don't move the stick because it's against the Giants.
Yeah. So basically, we kind of expected Dallas to win. We're just not impressed by what we see. Is what you're trying to say.
I was expecting an upset. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but they pulled it out. Hats off to them, but I'm not impressed.
Me either. Another hot take I heard throughout the week is this guy named Mel Kiper. For those who don't know who Mel Kiper is basically a guy who's he works for ESPN.
He's a scout, basically.
He's a senior analyst for the NFL draft. He's the one who basically invented mock drafts and all this nonsense. He doesn't really do a very good job at it. He's always actually pretty asinine with his predictions, but I think his job is to predict what team is going to draft what instead of what players should be going this high and what player is going to be good or not. I think that's what it is because I really don't want to explain it. I think Todd McShay was way better. They fired him first. But Mel Kiper, he's a guy that looks like Count Chocula. You want a picture of him? Here he is. This guy has the most famous widow's peak in the universe this side of Vegeta. This guy's a forehead's final boss right here. This man had the nerve to say on TV that he thinks the cover two defensive scheme should be outlawed, was his exact words, outlawed. And for those of you who don't know what the cover two is when you have the linebackers, corners out there, and then you have two safeties up in a shell up here, okay? For those of you who played Madden, this is how it looks like right here. The one on the top is the cover two zone, and the other one at the bottom is a cover two man, okay? But as you see, there are two blue bubbles on those are the two shell safeties that he's talking about, and he thinks it should be outlawed. And I'm just like, How the fuck, man? Because you know what I'm saying, they're this is the I think this is the quarterback football league. You know what I'm saying? I call it the QFL because I don't think it's football anymore. So how are you gonna make it even harder for defenders to do anything? I mean, you can't do a one shell, you know what I'm saying, system with people like Tyreek Hill out there. You need two people back there at all times. That's why they call safeties. The safeties literally back up.
Probably
The
wants to
secondary.
outlaw because he wants more offense.
They're the last line of defense before after the secondary. That's it. So he must want to see 50 to 40.
We're
games.
seeing a lot. I'm not gonna lie. This year we've seen a lot of low scoring games so far.
Yeah, but I think it's because people didn't play a lot in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? This is the
Could
norm
be,
now.
could be.
This is the norm now. This is the first 4 weeks, but I think after a while, it's good. The teams that are going to score are going to start scoring. The teams that don't score are not going to score at all. So that's why you see people like Down syndrome playing good right now because I think we're still in preseason mode.
And I think the reason, I'm not gonna lie, going back to Dallas for 1 second, I think the reason why they're struggling again is their run defense, but it's because they have two linebackers, and those linebackers are like
Small.
235, 240 maybe,
Small.
if that, yeah. So they're getting pushed off the line, and once you get past the defensive ends, the other line of defense is the safeties. Cornerbacks don't really want to tackle, so.
Yeah, but I don't know why Mel said that because the it's already enough offensive league as it is. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I
mean,
think
they're making the NFL like you said, QFL.
it's
They're
already
making it.
QFL.
They're
The
making.
thing is,
They're making it where they want you to throw 400 yards a game and shit.
I mean, for people who don't know, the cover two defense was invented in the 1970s by the Pittsburgh Steelers because someone in the Oakland Raiders was just lightning fast for one safety to be back there, so you needed two. And I get that that's. You know what I'm saying? That's part of football today where you evolve and you try to come up with a new scheme that is completely legal and it works for certain reasons.
Yeah.
You can still beat the cover two. Okay?
Absolutely.
Tom Brady, Dan Marino, Pat Mahomes, fucking Peyton Manning, these guys broke record after record after record and the cover two was always around. So I don't know what they're talking about. I've seen the Patriots go
So
perfect.
then maybe he's just saying all these QBs nowadays are ass and they can't make these throws.
Or maybe he's trying to make it easier for people like Caleb Williams and Bryce Young. Maybe it's because he predicted Bryce Young was going to be a stud, and then now he looks stupid on TV. So he's trying to say, no, it's because of the cover two scheme. It needs to be outlawed, probably.
Fuck, Caleb Williams played a lot better this week. A lot better than he didn't look gunshot at me. I feel like those other two games he looked kind of gunshot, like he didn't want to throw a pick.
I'm looking at the Caleb Williams that had bad body language at the end of the USC season. C.J. Stroud went up to him and say some good words of inspiration and wisdom, and he didn't.
I mean, his body language said that, but who knows what he did. I mean, that next game that he played a lot better.
But I'm talking about body language. I am talking about body language. That's the very first thing I noticed when he was at USC and losing.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's not the body language you want to put up there if I were you. But
absolutely not.
Maybe he's just not used to it. Maybe that's just who he is. That's his personality.
Absolutely not.
But no, I think that Mel Kiper is he's just someone you don't really take too much, you know what I'm saying, credit for or to heart because that man don't know what he's talking about. That's so disrespectful for him because back then in the 70s when they came up with this defense, at least you're still allowed to the corners were still allowed to grab on the receivers for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't allowed to hold on them, but you can still touch them and grab on them and push them.
Yeah, just get a feel for them.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can't do that after 5 yards.
No, that's illegal contact.
So when this was created, you were allowed contact, and it still was getting beat, and now you don't allow contact. You want to outlaw it because why? Because some guys are starting to get better. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You don't want to. I mean, this is what I understand about people in the QFL and the commissioner and all the coaches out there. There's three teams. There's offense, there's defense, and there's special teams, right?
Yeah.
You're never gonna take special teams away. You already did fucking kind of take special teams away. That new kick rule puts everybody at the 30-yard line. So now you only have 70 yards to gain for a touchdown. You only need to gain 35, 40 for a fucking field goal to win or tie the game. That's bullshit.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be at the 20. You were looking to get 25 on a return.
Oh, and then
they give it to you automatically at the 30, and now you want to outlaw the fucking cover two?
And,
Mel Kiper suck a dick.
And you can't do an onside kick unless you're down.
Nah.
How crazy is that? That you can't surprise somebody with an onside kick.
No.
That's one of the best. That was one of the best Super Bowls we've seen. When the Saints did that, lined up and did that. We was all just like, no, he didn't. And dude got big balls. That's what he just showed. He got big balls.
Yeah. So I can't see if they ban the cover two. I'm literally gonna turn off the QFL forever. I'm just not gonna ever watch that. That's not football.
We've seen too many moments like where they're trying, like they're outlawing shit that we've seen too many great moments of, and it's making the NFL boring.
It's not football. It's something else. It's something else. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not football. And
I feel like we're starting to watch arena football.
Mel Kiper should be fined for that shit.
That's what I kind of feel like we're watching right now, arena football.
Motherfucker over there with the fucking widow's peak.
Only difference is that it's more space. But yeah.
Widow's peak. Cameron should press charges on him for even putting him on TV. And you over there saying they should be outlawed? The fuck is wrong with Mel Kiper?
Absolutely.
So you saw Nick Wright's new Mount Mahomes. Mountain Mahomes.
If you guys heard that sigh, that's enough said.
When he started, he had Caleb Williams.
I fuck with Nick Wright. He's smart as fuck.
He had ahead of Jared Goff. He had him ahead of fucking Lamar Jackson. Caleb Williams. Now look, Caleb Williams is all the way at the bottom of the things. Now things are starting to shape up to where I've been said, and where leads us off to the FBI board. The guys that are made here, the guys that are made men are different.
Yes, sir.
And this is the new updated board. Before, we only had Joe Burrow, we had Tyreek, we had Deebo Samuel, CMC, and Jalen Hurts. I have Lamar Jackson as the Robin. He's the underboss. He's the second best to me quarterback in the league. And obviously the Batman, the boss, the leader of the crime family is Pat Mahomes, okay? The Brady crime family is named after Tom Brady, who's the GOAT. And this is basically, for those who don't know, this is basically our investigation board, okay? The final boss investigation board. We're trying to get fucking evidence. We're trying to get snitches. We're trying to get these guys in a RICO fucking stature for a bunch of racketeering and get them the fuck out of here. But it's impossible because these guys are that good.
We need somebody with this.
Yes.
We need somebody with this right here.
So
the secret stuff.
Hold on, put it back again. Show them. We need some of that secret stuff. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I put it. There we go.
That secret stuff. Okay, we need some of that.
Those who know. If you ain't watched this movie, you bugging.
For real. So this week we've added some people who deserve to be there. Obviously, I don't know how I missed Josh Allen. I think I just went with a bunch of guys that I knew for sure, and then I just didn't even think of Josh Allen. So Josh Allen is a made man. We got T.J. Watt, and we also added King Henry in there. King Henry has been a made man. I forgot to mention him there. And T.J. Watt, he's J.J. Watt's little brother. J.J. Watt's another guy who used to be a fucking crime boss, but he's retired now.
I noticed he put a little question mark there. Yes. What is that about?
We got J.J. We got Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is a made man. I kind of discredited him because I didn't get to see him much in the playoffs, but you know what? It's not his fault he's not in the playoffs because I know one thing for sure. You put him in the playoffs, he will produce. So that's no question about it to me.
He's the number one.
He's literally a guy you can trust in the football field. That's why he's a made man. And then the question mark is because we're looking for accomplices. We're looking for associates. We're looking for the new guys in town who deserve some investigation on. You know what I mean? They need to put a nice little.
How about
you know what I'm saying? A Watt.
Wait, we put Watt in there, right?
We put T.J. Watt.
Okay, so then Hutchinson.
We gotta definitely tap their phones. We gotta tap their.
Wait, I'm bugging. I just said it the other day. From the Cleveland Browns. The defensive end.
Myles Garrett, he's a made man. Yeah, we're gonna have to add Myles Garrett in there because that man he wrecks shit up. That man.
Bro, I just seen his. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the first time I ever seen his stats like year to year. And when I talk about double digit, this guy's the next Strahan and shit.
He fucks up offenses and your favorite quarterback, so he deserves to go to jail for that. Because I mean, I love defense. Don't get me wrong, but a crime is a crime, and if you make it to where you can't play in the QFL in peace, you got to go to jail. You know what I mean? That's Miles Garrett right there, baby. Roquan Smith, I think, deserves some mention in there as well. Roquan Smith has always been a ball. This is the moment he came in.
Talk that. Talk that, Sam. Nigga, talk that shit.
Because the thing is, there are some guys out there like Patrick Surtain is another guy who looks like he needs to be under investigation because he's like locked down. He's only allowed 4 touchdowns in the last like 15 games or something like that. That guy's on point right now. So that's another guy who's wrecking the QFL.
Hey, how about Jerry Sneed?
Sneed is up there. Yes, Sneed is up there for sure.
Sneed's starting to look like a Richard Sherman type, like in that category.
DUI Sherman. I don't know. Richard went against the best receivers and knocked them down though.
I know, but this guy does too, and he pretty much shuts down that side.
Does he really?
You don't think so?
I never paid attention when.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's gonna get beat. They all get beat. But I'm talking about like when the game's on the line, you got him not locking you down.
I mean, he's one of the best there is in the league.
He's definitely top 5.
But he ain't no Marlon Humphrey to me.
What?
And he ain't no Brandon Stevens.
He's not no Humphrey.
Humphrey.
Guys, he's being biased as fuck
No,
because
I'm not.
his team is the Ravens. He better stop that shit. Jerry Sneed's like that.
How many touchdowns?
Wait, hold on. So why when every team goes up against them, their best wide receiver in fantasy, they don't play him against Tennessee.
That's true. They don't play him against. But they don't play him against.
Why?
But you know what else is true? They don't play against the Baltimore Ravens either. Look what CeeDee Lamb had.
Yes, he didn't. I ain't gonna lie, but that didn't play good either until like towards the end of that game, and it was too late.
Still, CeeDee Lamb didn't do shit.
No, I'm not talking about CeeDee Lamb. I'm talking about that.
I'm talking about CeeDee Lamb.
I know, but I'm saying,
receivers.
but I'm saying
You
that
said-
I'm saying
you
that
said-
wasn't doing well at the
But
beginning of the game.
You said that that's not your point. Your point was, what do people do when they have receivers who play Tennessee? They bench them. That's what you were saying. That was your point. So don't switch the goalposts now. My point is they do the same with the fucking Ravens.
Yeah, but Jerry Sneed is up there with those Ravens that you're talking about.
I'm not saying he ain't. I'm just saying he ain't no Marlon Humphreys to me. And he damn sure ain't no Brandon Stevens. That's all I'm saying.
That nigga's biased as fuck.
No, I'm not biased. I just call it how I see it.
Nah, that's biased.
But the thing is, I haven't seen much of Snead because I wasn't aware of him until the last 2 years. And I didn't watch every Chiefs game.
And he's been shutting shit down.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch every Chiefs
They they barely throw his way.
This is a guy I didn't really have in my radar until like the last 2 years, only because I know we have to beat him. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that, I probably still wouldn't know who the fuck he is because I don't care about the Chiefs like that. I know what their rosters look like and I know where their strengths are.
I don't care. I just.
But you know what I'm saying? Because I want to beat them, I have to know what they have.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm just a nerd when it comes to that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But I don't notice to see how good he is as a quarterback until lately, and I'm like, you know what? I keep forgetting to do that. I want to see how good people because I only got to see a few games, to be honest with you.
He's like that.
You know what I mean? So that's part of the reason why.
But yeah, Surtain is getting up there too.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Surtain is a guy I do watch a lot because I saw him coming up and I know who his dad was, and I was like, you know what? I'm pay attention to this guy, so I always have. But as people like Snead, there's other people. It's not because he's a chief. It's just because.
Jalen Johnson from Chicago. He's nice.
I don't know what they have in the Vikings, but they're doing good.
Obviously Diggs.
I don't know what they're doing in the Vikings, but they are killing it right now.
Yeah, those Vikings. Yeah, and they just apparently. I'm not sure. I gotta do my research on that. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know exactly on that. That could have just been on Instagram.
Could have.
Yeah, you know how they do. they'll put some shit up there, and it's not real.
It might not always look real, but sometimes.
Anyways, it was Kyrie Jackson. It was Kyrie Jackson. Apparently, he possibly. I'm not. Don't quote me on this guy because I'm not sure. This could be just something I saw on Instagram, but it said that Kyrie Jackson apparently died in a car crash. So R.I.P. if that's true. Shout out to him because I actually had big hopes for J.
That just happened today?
Nah, this happened. I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. I got to check on my Instagram, but I mean not on my Instagram, on Google and see. But apparently that's what happened.
Check right now. Because I heard somebody did die. He just got drafted. Who he got drafted to?
Same team you're talking about. Minnesota.
The Vikings. You're right. You're right. He did die. Yeah. He just got drafted and died like a month later. Yep.
And I had kind of had big hopes. Yeah, he did die. Yep. So R.I.P. man. Sorry. That
That's
sucks.
crazy.
That sucks.
And and look at the Vikings now. Imagine they had him. That's crazy.
Nah, he's so mean.
Oh man.
I wish you could have saw. We can put the highlights later, but yeah, I gotta show you how good I think he was gonna be. 6'3", 4'4" at the combine. He ran.
Yeah.
He's sticky. Yeah, that was a good move by him, but man, that sucks. Man. You see, because that's crazy, because if you think about it, if he was in a different team, who was to know that was going to happen to him, you know? So it's like, it's crazy.
Yep, that could happen to any of us. Because y'all drafted a cornerback too, right?
Yeah.
We did too.
Could happen to anyone, you're right?
That could happen to anybody.
I mean, look what Henry Ruggs' dumbass did.
Henry Ruggs is a dumbass. Henry Ruggs is a dumbass. Actually, I got to work today. Motherfucking Manny.
Yeah.
His homeboy Aguacate.
That's his name?
It's all over the news. This motherfucker got into road rage today after work, okay? On the turnpike. Road rage enough that he pulled his gun out and fucking shot at the dude 2 times. Hit him both times in the leg. Okay? When Manny told me this story, he said, hey, you heard what happened to Aguacate? It's all over the news. I'm like, nah. He's like, bro, he shot somebody. I'm like, how many bullets? He's like, 2. Where? In the legs. I'm like, oh, he should be fine. They'll probably give him 2 to 3 years maximum. He's like, nah. He was driving. I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I thought they got out of the car. They were talking shit, and then he shot at the leg to make sure he doesn't get intent of murder. Because if you shoot at the chest at somebody, your intent is to kill. But if you shoot at the leg,
I don't understand.
that's conscious that you're not trying to kill them, so they give you a lenient charge.
I don't mind road rage.
That's not what happened.
But let's get out and throw these hands. I'm not like.
But that's not
I'm
what
not.
happened.
I'm not opposed to that, but
He shot right as he was driving, hit him 2 times in
that's
the leg.
reckless.
That is road rage and reckless. And that's why they're trying to take guns away, because of shit like that. So, yeah, don't be a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass. All right,
So
Peter,
moving on?
Moving on to the next segment. We're going to do our power rankings. Top 10 teams. I'm having a hard time with this one. What do you got so far?
I mean, we got to go with, like I said, the people that they are, what their record are. I feel like they got to be up there. It doesn't matter what year it is. It's just what they're doing right now. I know people say, oh, but what have you done throughout the period? But as of right now, I just got to go by the records. I'm going with KC and the Bills. But I'm going Bills first because I feel like the Bills are kicking ass. KC's just getting by. Then Minnesota. Shout outs to Minnesota. Sam Darnold out here trying to look like I don't even know. I give him a name later. I can't give him nothing crazy because y'all niggas get high thinking, y'all get the prisoner of the moment. You know what I'm saying? And then think these guys are finna set the world on fire. But shout out to Araya and his team. Minnesota definitely up there. And then I don't know. That's where I draw. That's where I kind of draw the blank. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like those are the two, like the three teams that are just playing the best right now. And I feel like every other team's kind of playing sloppy, even including Detroit. Like even though I think I'm really high on Detroit, Detroit. So maybe I'll say Detroit, San Francisco, and then from there I'll go Eagles and New Orleans.
So say it again. You got Buffalo.
I said I thought you wrote it down.
No. I wrote it down. You got your own.
Okay, so I said the Bills. I feel like the Bills are playing the best, and then I say KC just because KC, they're kind of made men. You know what I'm saying? So even though they're 3-0, I'm gonna go with them over Minnesota. But I got Minnesota. Then I got did I say San Fran or did I say? Actually, no, Seattle. In the AFC, I'm gonna say Pittsburgh. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh because I like Seattle's offense a little bit better than Pittsburgh. So I feel like if they went up against each other, defensively they match up. You don't think so? You think Pittsburgh that much better? Nah, I don't think Pittsburgh that much better.
The numbers say so. The Seahawks are good defensively, but they don't get a lot of pressure. That's all Steelers do.
I mean, yeah, I give them that, but it's all facets. It's not just one.
I understand that, but they both have this all facets, except one pass rush is better than the other.
I'm still gonna go with Seattle on that one. So Pittsburgh, San Francisco. I'm gonna put Philly here. And maybe I'm gonna keep New Orleans there. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? Did that count? Was that 8? I think I did 8. That's it. That's where I can go as far as that.
I agree with you with Buffalo. I think Buffalo's by far the number one team ranked right now. I got the Vikings over the Chiefs just because the Vikings are the second best team playing right now. The Chiefs are made men, that's why I have them number 3, but they're barely scraping by.
Yeah, they're sloppy. They are sloppy.
They're not playing championship level football right now, but they're responding as champions, so that's why they keep winning. I got Detroit after that because I think Detroit's shown that they are a new regime. This is a completely different Detroit Lions team. I think this is going to continue. I got Seattle after Detroit just because Seattle's been around and that coach is good. I know personally. I got Green Bay after Seattle just because Green Bay looks like a legit team.
Oh, you're right. I forgot that.
Then I got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh
That's
belongs up there just because they're playing out. They're just outplaying most people. They really are. They might not be the most potent offense, but when is Pittsburgh ever the most potent offense? They never are. Even when they have Big Ben, maybe 1, 2, or 3 years. For the most part, that's a defensive-minded team that runs the football, and that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Philadelphia after that, just because I think you guys are the best offense that's just not ticking just yet. But that's because it's a work in progress. But I think you guys are the best offense that's just not ticking right now. Then I got San Francisco after that.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. On Philly too. I mean, Philly's not up there yet. That's why I grade hard because I have to.
I got San Francisco after that because they're still gonna win. It's just that they're that good, and their coaching is that good offensively that they're gonna be good without
absolutely.
CMC
Yeah,
for a little while.
absolutely.
This guy Jennings, it looks like Tebow Samuels made him a favor, and CMC, you know what I'm saying, looks like obviously they miss him, but it just don't look like it on TV because it's not like they're not scoring. They're still scoring 20, 30 points. So it's just they're just that good. And then I got Baltimore after that. Baltimore's not looking good at the end of games, but this is one of the most potent teams out there defensively and offensively. The numbers say otherwise. We're the number 1 offense in the league. We're even trying. Well, yardage wise, not points wise.
Yeah.
Points wise is the Saints still.
Yeah, your defense has fell off a little bit, but I feel like it'll be well rounded by the end of the year. So I'm not worried. Just like I'm not worried about Philly. Just need to figure out some kinks there, and then
Yeah.
I apologize for not mentioning Green Bay. Green Bay's playing really well, especially defensively. So that was my bad.
No, that was my top 10. What else do we have here? Oh, we got to talk about this Trevor Lawrence character here. People calling him a bust already. I think that's a little premature. I think it's a little unfair.
I will say this: if they decided to release him today, there'd be plenty of teams lining up to go get him.
Well said. Well said.
Because I mean, even though he's not playing well right now, that doesn't mean he can't. His confidence can't grow and he can't start playing well. He's still only like what 20, 24 years old, 25 years old.
Yeah.
He's a baby. He's still learning. I mean, like,
I think it's very unfair.
gotta give a little bit more time.
The reason
Gotta
why
give
is
it more time.
because, for those who don't know, Trevor was the very first ranked quarterback out of high school in the nation. He was the ranked number one quarterback and prospect in all of college football in the nation. And he just happened to have gone number one overall in the NFL draft. So he's a very, very, very guy. He's a very pressurized, you know, what I'm saying, environments is what
He been through the gauntlet. He did it over there in
It's very unfair to people like that. Like people like
He
Peyton
did it in
Manning.
Clemson. In Clemson, he was the man, and,
Yeah.
and everybody knew he was the man, and he showed he was the man. So if he can live up to that, I'm fine. I think he will figure it out. Just, I wouldn't say give up on him yet. If like, let's say down the road 3 years he's doing the same shit, of course you're gonna get rid of him. But what he's doing right now is perfectly fine because he's still learning. He's still learning. End of the day, he's still learning.
Do you know who the other three guys who have that same accolade? Number one out of high school, number one in the college, and number one in the NFL draft. Do you know what?
I believe well, that got drafted number one as well.
That's right.
Damn, I'm not sure. No.
There's three. There's three in the last, I think, 25 years, something like that. One is Peyton Manning.
I was gonna say Arch Manning, but
No, Peyton Manning.
I think that's what's gonna happen eventually.
Number two is Matthew Stafford. He's one. That,
Okay.
And number three
Shout
is
out Matthew.
Andrew Luck.
Wow, Andrew.
So those are the three guys that in the last 20-something years that led number one QB in high school, in college, and number one in the NFL.
The guy left on top.
Yep.
He retired on top.
Well, Archie looks like he is the number one college prospect.
That's what I'm saying.
high
That's what I'm
school
saying.
prospect
That's what I'm
out of high
saying.
school.
And college.
Right now, it looks like he's gonna be in
And
college.
he is college.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
No. I'm saying like coming into so going to high school, right? He was the number one overall ranked.
No.
Listen.
Him coming out of high school, number one overall. Him coming out of college, number one overall, and going number one overall in the NFL draft.
Rankings, you mean, right?
Yeah, but not going into high school, coming out of high school.
Oh, okay.
Coming out of high school.
So going to college is what you're saying.
And going to the pros, correct.
So yeah, he did all those.
Yeah, but some of the there's a lot of guys that did those two, but they weren't drafted number one overall.
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be drafted number one overall. So he's definitely gonna join his own list. Yeah.
goodness gracious!
Yes.
Guys, there's no way.
No way. All right.
It's
bros.
amazing.
So a new segment that we're gonna do. This is a fun one. This is called the random top 5. Okay. So I got a random top 5 for you. I go ahead and I'll show you the website so you can find you a few so you can shot it. I have 3 screenshots, so I'm gonna use one for today only. Can you name this is fan voted, okay? In MegaCon and all that stuff, these are fan voted by tens of thousands of people, okay? Maybe even over 100,000. The top 5 favorite X-Men of all time.
Gambit, Wolverine. Wait, am I wrong? Or like, cause you're not even like, you're giving me like this.
I remember some of them, but not all of them. All right,
Okay.
so you got number 5 right, which is Wolverine. He's number 5.
They didn't put Gambit in there? Nightcrawler?
Okay, that's number 3.
Well, Professor Xavier?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Magneto?
Yep.
He's
That's
got to
number
be
2.
in there.
So you got 2, 3, and 5.
Damn.
You need 1 and 4.
There's no way it's that guy. Can I get a hint?
Yeah, you get 2 hints. Okay.
Okay.
So which one do you want? Number 1 or number 4?
Number 1.
Number 1. What's a good hint? Out of all the X-Men, she's the one with a foreign name. And I gave you 2 hints.
With a foreign name.
Foreign name, and it's a she.
It can't be. No way. Jubilee? Who the hell are you talking about? Alright, I want to guess the other one though.
I'll give you a 3rd hint. It's also a she.
Yeah, you told me it was a she.
Number 1 and 4 she's.
But it ain't Jean, because it can't. Jean is. That's not foreign. Neither was Jubilee, my dumbass. Yeah, I give up. I don't know.
Storm is number 1. Rogue is 4.
What's Storm's real name?
Aurora Monroe.
Jesus. You said Rogue?
Rogue.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know why I came to a blank when you said that.
1, Storm, Magneto, Nightcrawler, Rogue, and Wolverine. I couldn't believe that either when I saw that. Like, how the fuck is Storm number 1? And how the hell is Professor X not up there?
That's what I don't understand. That's the one I don't understand.
Yep. Fan voted.
That's cool.
Yep. Oh, well, that's a wrap, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
We'll do another episode
Appreciate
live
you.
tomorrow night at midnight to make our predictions and and I'll say we'll do some fantasy football, not advice, but some fantasy football talk. How about that? Some fantasy football talk. And once again, for those who
My
don't
fantasy
know,
sucks right now. I don't want to do it.
this is only our 2nd episode. This is the Pressure Podcast, the only podcast where the viewer actually gets to say. So feel free to join in next time. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna throw in some clips and some reels for y'all to entertain, and we'll definitely give you some more top 5 lists and some more pressure. Your boy King Coke, live
Bye,
from
man.
Hurricane Orlando, Florida. Appreciate y'all very much.